Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonride, where we're channeling the man in the moon. As I was meditating today, just now, I got a message that Harriet Tubman wants to talk to you. I'm assuming she's a little bit upset because that is the feeling that I'm getting. Upset's not really the word. Um, I see her, and I want y'all to, take a look at Anne Weber's blog because she articulates Harriet much better than I do. I just see pictures and try to understand what they mean. But I see her now holding a lightning bolt, a red lightning bolt in her hand. And it's not so much anger as take your power right now. We have to take our power. Man, she's really angry at the way that we are all being treated. Um, she's just pointing out, that now is not the time to trust your, politician. Now is not the time to listen to what you're being told. I hate to say it, but she's just not. You got to trust yourself right now. This is just not a. Obviously there are doctors who you can trust. And get your information for them. But you got to bypass all the media bias junk you're seeing out there. And there is actions that you can be taking right now. Number one is to register your anger about the present coronavirus situation. Look, this is going to make a big difference. It might be that Trump ends the shutdown on Monday for no other reason than because he wants the economy to improve so he can get reelected. I've even read from Fox News certain people going, "Well, what's a few old people dead?" And that's literally what they are thinking of. So if you can, I don't care whether you're Republican or Democrat, get on the phone right now and tell them, how angry you are going to be if this what do you call it? This lockdown is reversed. This is not the time to reverse the lockdown. It's not the time to put money above the lives of people. And if the Democrats get enough people calling them, maybe one of them will step forward and say, ignore the president, don't do that. We're on lockdown, I don't care what he says. Maybe enough Republicans will talk to Donald Trump and tell him not to do this. Look, this is the lives and deaths of people you and I know. It's not an abstract thing. It's your life that we are talking about right now. You could potentially die from this virus. I don't care how old you are. You could break a leg, get to the hospital, and there's no one there to serve you because they just don't have anybody to serve you. This is serious business, you guys. And I know that everybody's heard this already, but we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted by the crazy person running the White House. We have to do something. And one of the things you can do on your time at home is just call and call and call and demand that you get answers. Demand that your government do something about it. You can make a YouTube video where you demand that the government do something about it and that they continue the lockdown. Look, this is the only thing that's going to save us is this lockdown. It's the only thing that's going to stagger the rates of infection and hopefully stave off the disease until we find a cure. She's just like got her hands on her hips. She's like, look at all the things that I did in my lifetime. Look how hard they were. All you got to do is pick up the phone and start taking action and stop putting up with the guff that we are getting in response, which is, well, it's really okay, or you're overblowing it, or who cares about American lives or lives of people on this planet? Who cares? It's all about business. We have to react. And wherever you can take power, take it. If you're in a position that you can call your landlord right now and demand that he lower the rent, or she lower the rent in half, do it. Call them up and say you're not paying any money until they lower the rent. If you're in that kind of situation where you need it, fine. And they could just go borrow money from the government. If you're not living there, who's gonna do that? I really hope that everybody in the city where I come from, San Francisco, calls up their landlord and demands they cut the rent in half. Come, you can send your papers electronically. This is not the time to wait for someone else to do something. You have got to do something for yourself. If nothing else, this administration has proven you've got to do something for yourself. They're not going to help you. Right? There's no point in acting with intolerance to people around you who are not in the government. That is a waste of time. But you can call your senators, you can call your congresspeople, you can call them and demand that they do what you want. You can call your landlord, you can call your boss and tell them you're not coming to work today and why. And, if that's available to you, do it. Think it over. I can't tell you every specific situation because every single person has to think in this way right now, by yourself. Every decision that you're going to make, it's going to be on you, that you decided that. So it's gotta be you. You have got to act now in whatever way you can. And if you call your landlord and ask for lower rents and say you want it in writing and you're changing the terms of your contract and they say no, okay, you haven't lost anything. Keep in mind, the rents are going to go down. People aren't going to be able to move into an expensive apartment right now. And in many places, they won't be able to evict you. So you can say, hey, look, I'm paying half or I'm paying nothing. What else can we do? Again, I keep seeing Harriet Tubman with the lightning bolt in her hand, and she's just like, look, use the power that you have in your hand. Use that power. That power could be via telephone. It could be via YouTube. It could be via a lot of ways. But now is not the time to just wait and see what the government is going to do. The government has proven that they do not care about you. So what can you do? Is there anything else people should do? Yeah, I mean, take advantage. I'd say just, if you're getting the feeling that your utility company is going to take a half payment, call them up and say, that's what I want to do. And say, look, I'm not paying any penalties on that. And just, take your power wherever it might be, take your power. And, your boss might be calling you to go to work right now. And if you don't think that you should, don't. Tell them that your life is more important than the paycheck that you're going to get. And then call up Congress and demand they cover your check. Demand that they do. And, Republican or Democrat, you demand it. This is your government in your country, and we have to exercise our power when we can. We cannot wait for them to give us some power. Is there anything else we can do? Look, understand that there's good and bad in this. I mean, everything's going to change. Everything that we knew up until now is going to change. It's like, it's interesting because I'm seeing a eclipse. It's like an eclipse happened, and all of the sudden the dark is covered with the light, and now nothing's going to be the same anymore. It's going to be up to us to reform our society from the ground up. This could go on for years. And we will be, maybe potentially stuck at home waiting for the virus. This is not the time to be passive. And no, you don't have an excuse right now for, if you're at home isolating, this is power, right? You have some time. You can, you can make the calls. You can sit at home on hold. And you can make this happen. Yeah, let Loose your rage at these people who are politicians. Don't do it to others, right? The politician's job to hear your rage. You let them know what you are thinking. Hmm. Is there anything else we need to know? One thing is this is inspiring our actions. Again, Harriet Tubman is just showing me this circle. And it's like, here we are, and we're coming full circle. We're coming back to actions. Look, we already, in a way, we kind of knew this was going to happen. We knew that Trump would screw up so badly that would cost us our lives and our livelihoods. We already knew this. This is nothing new. But now is not the time to be hopeless and helpless. Now is the time to, when the conservatives are now vulnerable, now is the time to work in groups and work en masse to get some things done that have needed to be done for a long time. So there is a silver lining, and that is all of us are being compelled to take action. And things will change. That's the better side of this. Things will really change. These things have been broken for a long time, and now they are going to change. All right? She's smiling, and she hopes that you've heard this message. Right? Thanks for watching.